All right, welcome back to 162 Customizing. I just want to show that there is people out there customizing without having a shop. Jared here has this 2020 Subaru WRX, is it?
WRX.
All right, and he's done most of it bolt-on parts in his driveway. So I'm gonna let Jared take it from here and tell us what he did.
All right, yeah. So, like you said, it's a 2020 Subaru WRX. I've had it for a couple years now. Bought it brand new from the dealership a couple years ago. And yeah, most of the things that I've done here, like you're saying, you can do right in your driveway. I don't have a shop or anything. I rent a house, so I don't have access to lift or anything like that. This is all stuff that I've been able to do on my own in my driveway. A lot of cosmetic stuff, some drivetrain stuff. I've done some wiring, updated lighting, all that kind of stuff. So right off the bat from the front, you can tell, you can see got some carbon fiber. These are real carbon fiber badges on here. I was able to pull those off just with a heat gun and putting the new ones on. This little vinyl decal that you see here, same thing, I did that myself right in my driveway. All my lighting, these are the stock headlights, but all my lighting is updated. It's all been replaced with LED, and that's stuff that you can do super easy right in your driveway. These bezels here, these are LED Tri-Light Bezels is what they call them. So these three run as a daytime running light, and these are a sequential turn signal here. You can kind of see when I pop it, you see it kind of goes out a little bit like that. This one was a little bit more in depth, but still was able to get it done in my driveway. Had to pull the front bumper off, obviously take out the old ones, put these in, and then wire everything back up. Took me, 3-4 hours, but I was able to do that right in my driveway without a shop or anything like that. I got some carbon fiber side emblems here as well. Those I was able to do just with a heat gun and pull off the old ones and replace it. These are Rally Armor mud flaps that I was able to put on without even a jack. I just crawled under there with some basic hand tools and was able to put those on. I got some vinyl overlays here because this was just a regular black trim piece and I thought it was kind of ugly, so was able to lay those on. This is a plastic kind of carbon fiber style piece that I was able to put on with just your basic 3M automotive tape. Up top here on the back, this is actually an OEM part that didn't come with the car, but I was able to buy it online. They call it a vortex generator, so I was just able to put that on with the help of a buddy. Since it's a little bit longer, was able to do that. We got some honeycomb vinyl overlays here for the turn signals. I don't know if the camera will pick up on that, but they are a honeycomb pattern. Have the carbon fiber rear emblem as well with the red stars that I was able to put on when I did the front one. And then I have a full 3-inch catback exhaust. This is from AWE Tuning. This is their track edition. So it's a little bit louder than your stock one, especially when you get your foot into it. This is what they call a third brake light. I was able to grab one of those from online. Same thing, I did this in my driveway, wired it in. There's a relay that you can put in with your rear tail lights that powers that up. And obviously the last thing, the only thing I wasn't able to do were the wheels and tires. I didn't have a way to balance those or mount them, so I had the shop do that. On the inside, it's a little bit of a mess, so forgive me for that. But this is an aftermarket head unit that I was able to put in, wired myself. Most of it was plug and play, but I did have to wire the new microphone. All these HVAC knobs, the red ones, those are all aftermarket. I did myself. They're covers that replace the old factory knobs. And then I have a weighted shift knob there. That is a 475 gram shift knob, so definitely helps with getting some weight when you're shifting. Helps slide into the gate, you know, a little bit easier. And then I have an upgraded, customized e-brake handle there. That's all billet aluminum. Same with the e-brake button. And I got a little carbon fiber trim piece on the ignition there as well. And did vinyl overlays on the steering wheel, both spots there. A couple things that you can't see are some drivetrain parts that I installed. So with these cars, the horizontal play in first and second is terrible from the factory. It's really sloppy, and you can just wiggle it all around. So I did install what they call a shifter stop that kind of closes those gates and makes it a little bit cleaner when you're shifting. And then same paired with that, underneath the car, I replaced, there's a rubber shifter bushing that comes from the factory that's just trash. It has a lot of play to it as well, so I replaced that with a brass one. Those are the things you can't see. And then last for the outside are these rain visors, or wind visors I guess you call them, from the factory that I was able to put on as well. So I mean, quite a bit of stuff done to it. This is all stuff that I did in my driveway. You know, I didn't have a shop or a lift or anything like that. Just a buddy willing to help me on a couple of them. And, you know, just the willingness to be able to do it and make this car my own, you know, make it stand out a little bit. But one thing that I did forget too, this is actually an aftermarket duckbill spoiler. The OEM one is real short and kind of just comes out flat, and it looked all right, but I wanted something that was a little bit more aggressive without going for, you know, the big fast and furious wings that some people put on them. That's not really my style, but I think that this gives, you know, just the right aggressive look, but still staying subtle and tasteful. So yeah, I appreciate you guys looking it over, and hope that this can inspire some of you guys to know that you don't have to have, you know, a big shop or any shop at all, really. You just have to have the willingness and the desire to go out there and work on your project. And I appreciate you for having me on the short here, you know, on the video, and be sure to check out 162 Customizing.
Right on. Thank you, Jared, for coming. Appreciate you.
Appreciate it.
Well, there you have it. Thank you, Jared. So hit like, subscribe, check out 162 Customizing. Tell a friend. In the meantime, work on your project, make it your own. See ya.